When I graduated from medical school in 1960, the connection between lipemia and atherosclerosis already had been fairly well established. And there was a general feeling that further research in lipids would lead to some real progress against the disease which at that time we called coronary thrombosis. Therefore, lipids was a hot topic in clinical investigation, and like many other young physicians at that time, I wanted to be a part of the action in helping to do something about this disease. I got my chance in 1963 when Daniel Steinberg, who was head of the lipid metabolism laboratory at the National Heart Institute, agreed to take me on as a research fellow. When I arrived in Bethesda, Dan said that he had a new fatty acid analog that had just been synthesized, and he thought that this compound would lead to some real progress in lipid transport. He said all of the people in the lab were busy with their projects at that time, and he was willing to give me this compound and let me work with it if I was interested. I certainly was. He said that he'd help me set up a few experiments to get started, and then we'd see where this would lead. I was very naive about research at that time, and I was young, and when you're young, you feel you can climb any mountain. So I thought that I could make great progress in lipid transport in a year or two. I would certainly come up with something that was important and might lead to a major breakthrough against coronary disease. So I went to work, and very shortly, reality began to set in. Things weren't that easy. As it turned out, I continued to work with fatty acid, not for 1 or 2 years as I had originally expected, but for 50 years. And I still didn't learn everything that was needed about fatty acid transport, and I never did make that major breakthrough that I thought would come very easily. However, I feel very fortunate that I had the opportunity to take part in the great medical research advances that have occurred during the last 50 years, and I'm especially honored and pleased that ISFAL thinks that I have made enough contribution to justify making me a fellow of the society. Thank you very much for this honor.